What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Modern Day Trader, and welcome to episode 1 of Getting Funded with Marcelino. And this is going to be a vlog style series that I'm going to record. I'm going to try and record essentially a portion of content every time I take a trade, and I will drop it in my weekly reviews that I do every second week. And today is special because we did something good, and I'll show you in a minute, but it's been a while since I've been in the market live. And although obviously trading a challenge is not live markets, it is a different type of beast on its own, in that you need to trade within rules and restrictions that you don't have with a personal account. And just getting back into the market has been something that I've been looking forward to. It's been something that I've been wanting to do for a while. After I did my test, I took a couple months to paper trade in Q3, and now we're here. And so my plan is just to take it a day at a time. And I actually purchased the account yesterday. Today is Wednesday, the 15th of October. I purchased the account yesterday, and what I can say is that this time around, when I'm doing this challenge, I am putting my all into it. I think I look at money a bit differently, in that, like, my saving has gone up, or the skill of saving has gone up. And essentially what that has done is, I think it has elevated my risk portfolio as a person. And it's changed the way I look at the markets, the way I look at entries, the way I look at just risk in general. So with that being said, what my plan is just to risk pay minimum at the current moment, but be in the markets where I can see my emotions get involved. And as I grow to a set of 20 trades, I will then be able to up my risk based on the adjustments that I need to make to the trading plan. Now, what is the trading plan? The trading plan right now is, it's pretty much ICT, a lot of ICT concepts. uh Pretty much looking at liquidity, run of previous daily highs, previous daily lows, or run of previous session highs, session lows, weekly highs, etc. And then looking for an OTE entry, essentially based on intraday structures, or I want to say intra-session. And that's pretty much it. And we're going to test that. And as we test it, when we do get to set of 20 trades, we're going to look forward to pretty much making adjustments on that, and what we do good and what we do bad, adjusting for that, and then trying to become better at what we do. But now, for what we actually came here for, let me show you guys exactly what I was talking about. So as you can see, this is the Alpha, I guess, the Alpha Capital Metrics landing page that you get when you purchase an account. And as you guys can see, 50k account purchased Wednesday. And yeah, like, no trades taken today. There was a trade actually today that should have been taken on EU, but I missed it due to being in a meeting. And yeah, these are the moments that I actually want to capture. I want to capture on a day-to-day basis, is missing a trade, and then or taking a trade, losing, and then being able to record it, or winning a trade and being able to record the raw emotion and record the whole process. But essentially what happened was, throughout London, we were pretty bullish. We ran into a 4H order block on EU, but I knew, from, if we look at DXY, we look at US, the US 10-year bond, right? We were pretty bearish. So the bond yield I was looking at price action potentially pushing into these levels from a daily perspective. And then for DXY, I was looking for price action too. If we do break below these 4H order blocks for us to push into this daily imbalance, and you can see there's a tiny imbalance right there, right? And because that was my daily bias being bearish until we hit those imbalances on EU, I was pretty bullish on it. And so when it pushed bullish in London session, I unfortunately didn't find an entry because we never had a clear pullback. So you can see Asian session we had the impulse, London session there was a mini, or at the end of Asian session there was a mini consolidation or range, and then we had an impulse into the order block. You can then see in New York we had this pullback taking out London's low and also grabbing the liquidity below London's low, and as I mentioned previous session, liquidity, right? And then you align that with imbalance right here from a 15-minute perspective, and then you can also see, so if we add that imbalance right there, so we have that confluence, and then if we add the fib, you can see that we actually had from the low to that high, you can see that we actually had the 62 fib and the 0.70. So that's really the trade that I was looking for today, and the aim is to get to a point where I can consistently make about 1 to 2% per week. And when I get to that point and be comfortable with that, I would then consider myself a good trader, right? So with that being said, with the aim that I have and the goal that I have over the next year or so until the end of 2026, the goal is simply just to get an average of 1 to 3% per week. If we can get that, then I think we can consider it a good week, because then on average you're gonna average at the lower end 4% month, and at the higher end probably like 12 to 16%. So that's the aim and that's the goal, and just to become consistent and have a data-driven system that is based on historic data and based on the way specific pairs move. And yeah, so I hope you guys stick around for this journey. I think it's just going to be the true authentic journey of what I feel as a trader and how I go through my, I guess, my ups and downs in this trading challenge. So welcome to episode 1, and without fail, you guys know that I just gotta end it with failure is feedback. Feedback is knowledge, and knowledge is power. From Evo Motlina, the modern day trader. Peace out, man.